Hey y'all, so today I'm gonna be coming at y'all and telling y'all about when I got pregnant at 17. Yes, I was a teen mother. Shit got real quick and it changed my life. Okay, so I'm gonna be giving y'all the details on that. Let me go ahead and say I was not like a hot girl, I was not a fast girl, I was like a good girl. Okay, I was a good girl and I fell for a bad boy, which is my child's father. At the time, he was a bad boy. He's a good guy now. I'm not gonna like go too far into detail because, you know, that was 13 years ago, 14 to be exact. Things are different, and we have worked extremely hard, me and Angel's dad, to keep her on the straight and narrow and do what's right for her. So I won't embarrass him. I will not embarrass myself by telling all that shit we had going on. I met in high school, and I think this was between 11th and 12th grade, we started talking. I was pregnant by my senior year. I got pregnant in July of 2006. I was 17, and I had Angel April of 2007. I had her April of 2007. And being that I was not the girl that you would expect to get pregnant, I just popped up pregnant. And my teachers, my friends, my parents, everybody, even my brother, like everybody was looking at me crazy, like, how you let this happen? I thought you were smarter than this. What are you doing? And it was horrible. Okay, so actually nobody in my family knew except like maybe a cousin or two. Everybody at school knew. Actually the way my parents found out is from a girl that I went to school with that told her mom that worked with my dad, and that's how I was found out. My dad called me, going off on me, mad at me. He was pissed. And I remember going home, having my friend take me home so I could pack my clothes up, because I was like, my dad finna put me out. He is not finna let me stay here, and I done got pregnant. He finna da-da-da. But he did not. He was just pissed. He was just extremely mad, which, of course, everybody, well, once my parents and my stepmom, they weren't so upset. We talked about it, and I was asked, do I want to keep my baby? Because I still have to go to college. I was planning on going to Spelman or Howard. Y'all, I said, nope. I'm keeping my baby. I'm having my baby. I'm going to do what I got to do for my baby. So, you know, I stuck to it. I don't know. Do you know how much drama you put up with when you're a teenager? How much drama you in the midst of? Or how much drama can go on, pop off in high school? Yeah, I was going through all of that on top of being pregnant. So I was dealing with drama. I never felt so isolated. Not saying that I wasn't supported. I always had a good support system. But I definitely felt isolated. Okay, so on top of all of the drama that I was dealing with from, you know, the person I was pregnant by, also I had a complicated pregnancy. Because of all of the stress, I was doing so much stressing. It sent me into preterm labor. I had a complicated pregnancy. I had to stop working, or I had to stop going to school. I had to get put on bed rest. I was in the hospital for about a week or two. I can't really remember. And after that, I had to go on bed rest from the time I was like 6 months all the way up until I had her. And it was a hard pregnancy. I don't know how I went through that. I be looking at it now like I don't know how I managed those feelings. Going further into the pregnancy, I went and moved with my grandma and my granddaddy so that they could take care of me while I was pregnant, because I couldn't do much walking, I couldn't do much lifting, I couldn't do much movement. Like, the baby would have fell out of me or something like that. I look back on it now, and we all were, you know, everybody was kids. None of us really knew, you know, neither one of us knew what we were doing. But I still have emotions behind that situation. One friend that maybe came out of that situation with me. The rest of the people kind of just fell off, and that's fine. And I have to be honest about this, y'all. I have changed. I have humbled my ways, and I am trying to be more like Jesus. I really am. But I'm gonna tell you what, a lot of that stuff is, and this is how I know it's like deeply rooted, those feelings and stuff. I could still see one of those people from that time that did something to me or said something or spread a rumor or whatever, and I still remember that. I'm never gonna forget that you was fake when I was going through it. Don't forget that. Don't think I forgot it either, because I was going through a time period where things were hard for me. I had to graduate. I had to be able to at least have the opportunity to go to college. So, you know, I think that's where I learned that even when you're going through things, you still have to push through it, and you still got to do what you got to do to get what you need to get done. So at the end of the day, I still ended up graduating, of course. I still ended up graduating with a 3.8 GPA. So I still made it happen, but my 12th grade year, my senior year was definitely an obstacle. I dealt with a lot of scrutiny and criticism, and you know, it broke me down. I remember crying for like a month straight. It was so bad. And I was a child, y'all, going through this. I was a child, a teen mom. When you're pregnant and you're a teenager, the biggest thing you deal with is doubt. People doubt you. I remember people telling me that, you know, I couldn't go to school because I had to take care of my baby, or I wasn't going to be able to go to work and go to school and take care of my children, or take care of my child. It's now I go to work, I go to school, take care of 3 babies. So don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. It's possible, and don't let your obstacles overcome you, because they there for a reason, and you're going through it for a reason. And me and Angel's dad both learned extremely from it, and I think that's why we have such a great co-parenting relationship. Everything is about her. It's none of that. Well, I'm gonna say this: as soon as the anger left, you know, my family started to like get me things, or get Angel stuff for when she got here. Everybody was extremely supportive and there for me, but it was just like a lot of emotions, because I went from being like the one you thought was gonna go to college and make something of herself to the one who got pregnant. It was just like, I just felt like the whole world was looking at me like, look at you now, look at yourself, look at where you done got yourself. I don't never want to feel like that again. But however, towards the end of my pregnancy, I ended up going to the hospital, and they broke my bag. I went into labor. My stepmom took me to the hospital. I had the baby. My mom, my dad, you know, my family was there. At the end of the day, when she got here, it was like the happiest time of my life. So on that note, I'm gonna leave y'all, because I gotta get in the house. I didn't want to talk about this in the house, and I didn't want my children to even hear me talking about it, because they have no clue what I done been through to get them where they at right now. But however, so I'll see y'all on my next video.